Hey guys, it's Mrs. Moylan, and tonight's lesson is on dividing decimals. So just as a reminder, when dividing a decimal by a whole number, just move the decimal from the dividend to the quotient, so there's nothing different about the division. And then when you're dividing decimals by another decimal, multiply the divisor by tens until it is a whole number, then do the same to the dividend, and then of course you're just going to divide like usual. Remember that the vocabulary is the most important part of understanding this type of division. So you've got the divisor, which is the 5. It's on the outside of the box. The dividend is 7.35. That's the one that's on the inside of the box. And then the quotient is what you get, and that's the answer. So if we do this problem, we're doing a decimal divided by a whole number. 5 goes into 7 once. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract and bring down. 5 goes into 23 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract and bring down. Remember, you're bringing this guy down here. This guy came down here. And then 5 into 35 is 7. There would be nothing left over. Our decimal goes straight up into the quotient. It doesn't move from side to side. It does not change place value. Here's a real-world example of why you might need to know how to divide decimals. This package of ground beef sold for $13.10 at Costco. It was 5.26 pounds of ground beef. How much was the unit price for the price per pound? So if we're using cubes on a problem like this, we would say, okay, we're going to circle the key numbers. So $13.10 is a key number. 5.26 pounds is a key number. And then when it says unit price or per pound, we can infer that that's 1. We're talking about 1 pound. We would underline the question, how much was the unit price or the price per pound? We would box the clues. And so this is important that this is talking about the pounds and then this is talking about the money. And then we would evaluate. So in order to solve this, I'm going to want to divide the price by the pounds. That would be my evaluate, my steps to solve. We would set up the division problem. 5.26 is getting divided into the dividend of $13.10. If we have a decimal in the dividend and the divisor, we first move it from the divisor over as many times as we need to get it to be a whole number. So that means that I've moved my decimal 2 places to the right in the divisor. Now in the dividend, I do the same thing, and I move the decimal 2 places to the right. That means in the quotient, my decimal is going to be right here at the very end of this new whole number. That's what it looks like. 526 going into 1,310. The decimal goes straight up. Twice goes into 1310, subtract and bring down. 4 times, subtract and bring down. And then 9 times, subtract and bring down. There is a little bit left over, but since we're talking about money, I stopped at the hundredths place because that is the cents. So our final answer is that it costs $2.49 per pound in order to buy this ground beef. Thanks for watching.